Hi everybody, welcome to my 2020 year in review. I'm gonna go through all the videos I posted, all 215 of them. Is that right? I think that's what I counted like 10 times. I'm gonna try to get through this pretty quickly because it's 215 videos, so let's get into it. I'm just gonna, say a little bit about each video and what I thought and what happened to the project. So I'm going to start right here with my first Cricut Maker project. I got the Cricut Maker for Christmas, and this is the first thing I made. It is a Dollar Tree frame with felt leaves on top of it, and it ended up looking like Swiss cheese. That's it. There's a second Cricut Maker project, and it was a love banner for Valentine's Day. No idea where that is. This was a Goodwill makeover. It was all right. I mean, I was like trying to do more trash to treasure stuff, but I can't afford to shop at Goodwill because it's ridiculous. This is my Dollar Tree heart wreath. This is really cute, and it did really well. That's hanging up in my laundry room, I think. This is outside my house. This is like on my settee outside because I was getting ready to donate it or something. It's just it was a mirror that I painted, chalk painted, stuck a bow on, called it a wreath. It was, I guess. 4 hand stitches everyone should know. I thought this was gonna go a lot better than it did, but they're still, I mean, it's a good video if you don't know how to hand sew. Easy Mardi Gras bow with the Easy Bow Maker rag bow. I think this was hanging on the back of my pantry door for I don't know how long. I don't know where it's at now. This was a little birdhouse I did. It was cute. I made this video because I made my mom a gingerbread birdhouse for Christmas, which I didn't do a video on because it was after I'd stopped making videos for the year. I don't know where this is, but it's cute. This is a purse from Walmart that I did, not Walmart, Goodwill, that I did a spring floral arrangement in. Yeah, this is like January and I'm doing spring. So, I don't know why I started spring so early, but I think January is like a weird month where it's like, okay, is it too early to do Easter and either do Valentine's Day or like Mardi Gras? And I just kind of was all over the place. This is a wreath that, oh, math alert. This is a wreath that has a I think the heart is from, yeah, it's all from Dollar Tree. The heart is from Dollar Tree, the frame is from Dollar Tree, and then it was just a rag wreath on the outside. And this was made, I think this was posted the day before Gwyneth Paltrow did that video. Oh no, it was an event or something. There was a giant arch that was shaped like a part of a woman's anatomy, and it looked just like this. And now when I look at this wreath, that's all I can think of. I have no idea what this is either. How to make a Dollar Tree floral arrangement. This was cute. Goodwill bowl that I painted. This is, I think this is in my living room. How to cover pots with Mod Podge and fabric. That is, don't know. But that was a cute little project too. This is one of my favorite wreaths I made around this time. It's actually hanging in my office right now. I can see it. It's got a bunny from like TJ Maxx or something in it, and it's just a grapevine with some florals and a bow. This was a bunny top hat, which the top hat was already made, and then I decorated it because I didn't feel like making the top hat on the video, because it was, the way I did it was like super weird, but I'm gonna try to make that again this year. In 2021, actually make the hat and then we'll decorate it. And then this was another hat I made that went into a Mardi Gras wreath for Michelle. And I think this is like the first time I bought like nice deco mesh. I got it from Gordon's in Metairie. This is my Valentine's Day tree. Pipe cleaners and the little foam scatter balls. It was cute. Everybody was super impressed with it for some reason, and I was like, it's a little tree. Valentine's Day gift box. I took a Dollar Tree box, wrapped it up with some ribbon, Valentine-fied it. This was a dupe video. I saw this peony wreath on Pottery Barn and I was like, why is that $250? So I made it again for $11 from Dollar Tree stuff, and it came out really good, and it's in my laundry room. A lot of stuff that I'm like, what am I gonna do with this? Because I don't know that I would sell that. It's in my laundry room, and everything else is hung around my house. This is what is this? This is a grapevine wreath with tulips, and it's got like a shovel thing on the bottom of it, which I covered with so much stuff you can't even see. This is making velvet eggs from, can you see it? It's a football and a little globe that we covered with velvet because I wanted velvet eggs for a project, this project down here, and the ones that they sell online were ridiculously expensive. And then we also made some fabric carrots also for this project, I think. Those were super cute. I still have a bunch of those because I started making them and I was like, I'm just gonna keep making these forever. This was an Easter sign for a wreath I didn't end up making. It was like this minty blue and I painted it navy. Maybe I'll use it this year. This was a Dollar Tree wreath. I gave this to my sister. I love this wreath right here. It's also in my office. It's got the little bunny car. I'm saying a lot, I'm sorry. I really like this. It's on a evergreen vase. I hate when people do that. It's early, y'all. And I wanted to make a video before the end of the year, so. This is like a cameo thing on a Dollar Tree tray. Don't know where that is, but I like it. This is a wreath that I surprised my mom with. It's a grapevine, very springy, lots of flowers. Most of this stuff came from Michael's, actually. This is a video I expected to do a lot better. It's using 3 heart frames to make a giant shamrock for St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, and it didn't go great. Let's see. This is the same I'm like, what is this? This is the St. Patrick's Day wreath using some terrible mesh from, I think it's on an evergreen base. I can't tell. That's a terrible wreath. It's hanging in here too, and I'm just like, every time I look at it, I'm like, why don't I just give that to somebody or give it away or something? This is an Easter topiary. I thought super cute. It was supposed to be completely covered with the egg. Why is this one not playing anything? It was supposed to be completely covered with the eggs, but I ran out, so I filled it in with the moss, and that's cute. This is my first order from a craft outlet. So exciting because I saved money for so long. This is before my channel was monetized. But yeah, I got a lot of fun mesh. And now I made another starch bow, rag bow. This one again did not come out great, but blush pink. Let's say blush pink deco mesh Easter wreath. This is on an evergreen. It's really, you can't see the full wreath, but I mean, if you want to go watch the video, you know where it's at. I call this my Grandma Joan wreath because I think my grandma would have loved this because it's got a big, cross in it, and she was, a super Catholic. And this is when I started doing the long videos because I don't know, I was talking through the whole video and then cutting them down, and I was like, well, let me just see what happens. And people seem to like it. I mean, it's got mostly, this is when I wasn't getting very many views. I'm still not getting very many views, but, and yeah, this is the short version. I don't know why I posted the long first and then the short version. I think I go back and yeah, because this is the long first too. Okay, anyway, Patriotic Wreath. I sold this to, I think Amy has this one. My friend Amy has this one. She's in the, she's a veteran, so she can leave this up year round if she wants to. I sold it to her in like November of this year. This is me trying to do this origami craft kit from Five Below. If you haven't seen this video, it's super funny because, yeah, no idea why I can't do things. Another craft outlet haul. This is like more deco mesh. Patriotic again, because I was like, it's July, but it wasn't July because this is all taking place. This is around quarantine time when these ornaments, when these videos start. Saint's Wreath. I sold this to somebody. I don't know who. I don't know. Dollar Tree Easter egg covered with napkins. And these aren't in the order they were published, they're in the order they were uploaded. I don't know why it does that, but that's why these are like separated by a video. This is the short version of the Saint Wreath. It came out alright. This is another really funny video because how did they expect a 6-year-old to make this craft kit when I couldn't do it? Yeah, it was going well, and then I was like, wait, I did this completely backwards. This is just a little video on how to cover the back of your wreaths with placemats. I don't really do this anymore. I was doing it for a while, and then it was like, this too much work. This is when I had the norovirus, while everybody else had the other virus. And it was just me sitting down doing nothing, trying to calm myself down. So it's like a 40-minute video of me gluing balls to another ball and crying. It was super therapeutic. It made me feel better. I was also seeing 2 therapists at this time because I was so stressed out about everything that was going on. Here is the wreath again. Why do I have so many copies of this? With voiceover. Maybe this one was just fat. I don't know. There's 3 versions of this video for a wreath that I didn't even really like that much. And then I made a bunch of red bows for my neighbors to show solidarity for the healthcare workers during pandemic time. I still have this wreath, don't I? Yes, I love this wreath. It's got the little bunny, and it's like mint, and it's got the unicorn mesh in it. I think it's got the unicorn mesh in it. It might not. And then I went through and did a, excuse me, a 10 channels that I really like. One of them was the YouTube movies. I spent way too much time talking about that, and then it was just like, you know, royalty soaps for soap making, and a couple of crafting channels, a couple of shop with me channels. Yeah, just stuff I like. And then I was like, you know what? I'm horribly depressed. I'm sick, because I was still sick at this point. I had that norovirus. It didn't want to go away. Really anxious about everything, so I ordered a lot of Christmas stuff from Craft Outlet. I spent like so much money. I spent so much money just so I would have something to do. You know, and this is, where is Easter? This was the last one before Easter, so this was, I don't know when Easter was, but Dollar Tree candy cane. I love this. I think my mom took this and gave it to one of her friends for Christmas. I don't know. I think that's what happened to it. Halloween in April. Why not? These are these 2. I think I gave this wreath to my sister. Maybe? Are these the same wreath? Peppermint? No, those are 2 different wreaths. Okay. This was a burlap. Again, just another wreath. This is when I was just doing the long versions, and then I was like, wait, if I do the long versions and the short versions, then I'll make everybody happy. This was supposed to, I don't know what this wreath is. Every time I pass it in the hallway, I'm like, what am I looking at? I actually got a sign where I need some buffalo check mesh, and I'm like, I think I'm going to deconstruct this wreath and put it back together because this looked terrible. This is one of my favorite wreaths I've made. It's never sold. I don't know why the video is 2.5 hours long, especially because it's on a evergreen base, so it's not like I had to wire a base and everything. Peppermint Wreath. What am I doing here? I'm doing poofs, but this is like, I don't know where this mesh came from. Anyway, peppermint, red and silver. This is my haul of all those Easter eggs that my mom got me. This was during quarantine. Nobody was shopping. In the beginning of quarantine, when people were actually taking it seriously. If they had continued to do so, we would not still be in quarantine now. I just went through all this stuff yesterday, sorting everything out to get ready for Easter, and there's a lot, so lots of Easter stuff this year. I This is me doing one of those like questionnaires. Like it's just like, what's your favorite this? What's your favorite that? While I was making some bundles for this wreath, the rose gold wreath over here. This is how to cut up mesh really quickly. I use 2 rolls of mesh in every wreath I do. So I was like, how can I make this quicker for myself? So I found out that wrapping it around my cutting mat and then just cutting it once, done. Each piece was like 30 something inches, and it made this extremely full wreath right here. This wreath has been in a box since I got my boxes because I was like, as soon as I list this on Etsy, it's gonna sell, and it still hasn't. 36-inch Deca Mesh swag. Never again. This thing was so big to make. It's still there. It's still in my house. It's huge on the wall. I'm like, where would you ever put this? It's so big. It's got a bunch of handmade pumpkins in it. No one will ever pay the amount of money it's worth because I handmade, like, can you see like all these pumpkins and stuff? I made those all by hand. Yeah. And then this is when I got my new camera. So it's me eating a croissant and zooming in and filming some stuff, making foam candy from foam, DIY candy, lollipops, whatever. This is a cute wreath. I think I still... Am I looking at it right now? Like, is it directly in front of my face? And I'm like, I think I still have that. Yeah, but I like that because it had the blue in it. I sold this one with the crisscross boot. No, did I? Somebody bought this, I think. I like this. I like that wreath a lot. Is this the same wreath? No, this is a different wreath. I don't know where this one's at either. I gave this to my mom for our Mother's Day. It was a little Dollar Tree box that I watercolored. This is the unicorn mesh, which I did not use appropriately because it was so thin. It needed something else with it. But I bought some for Easter and I bought a backing mesh to go with it. So it's gonna be super cute. And oh my God, we're getting to the video where I don't wanna go to, but we're gonna go. Craft Outlet, this is more Christmas. Again, because I was like, this is what's gonna make me happy. This is what I wanna do. And I was getting ready for Christmas in July. This is a Crawfish Wreath, super cute. I gave this to my aunt, Charlene, because she's got 5 kids. Each one of them has 5 kids. They have a huge family. They're always doing barbecues, crawfish boils, crab boils. You know, I don't know if they boil the crawfish themselves or if they buy them, but yeah, I gave this to her because I was like, well, that's something she could use, and you know, I like to give people wreaths, I guess. And then we started wedding week, which went over like a fart in church, according to these views. I had some people that were like, hey, thanks, I needed to know how to do this, and I know how to do this, but I thought this was going to be like I was like, I made a new intro. It was a big thing about how to make a bouquet, and then a corsage, and a boutonniere, and a beaded head pin. There's also the kissing ball down here, but they're out of order, so. And during wedding week, my grandma died, and this was a video of some voicemails that she had left me, and just a little tribute video. She died very quickly. We found out she was sick, and she was gone within like 2 weeks, and it's still really hard for me to just not like really hard like I'm still dealing with her death. It's hard for me to understand that she's dead, because that she's passed away, whatever, however you, I know some people don't like saying people are dead, like plants die, but people, you know, they pass away. Because I still like, I'm like, did that happen? Like, I still sometimes think when I'm out in Metairie, like, oh, we'll do this, and then I'll go past by grandma's, and I'm like, oh no, grandma's not there anymore. But yeah, that was super hard. So, moving on. This is still wedding week. This was supposed to be a beaded headband, but I started the video and I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to do this with my hands. I used to do a lot of hand beading. It was gonna be a completely beaded headband. It would have been fantastic. I can tell you already, it would have been fantastic, but I ended up doing a little comb, and yeah. I think this is around this time is when I was like, people don't want me to do things besides wreaths, because here we go. This one's got 92 views. This one's got 1,000, you know. This is a vintage Halloween inspired wreath. I think I still have this. I like this wreath. The bow is kind of funky. Michael's After Easter 80% off clearance. Yeah, I went and got... Why did I go there? I think me and my sister, this is the first time I had like left in a really long time in quarantine, when they kind of eased up a little bit for us, and we didn't have a mask order in St. Bernard, but we went into New Orleans to go to Michael's, and the woman was like, you need a mask, and I was like, what? And you know, soon afterwards we got a mask order in Chalmette. This is, what is this again? Halloween. I like this wreath. Did I sell this wreath? I don't know. Happy birthday banner. Another Cricut project, because I like to throw those in every now and then. This is a kissing ball. I think I gave this to Goodwill. I gave a lot of this bridal stuff to Goodwill. I was like, maybe somebody can use that. Not this, though. I still have that. This was one of my favorite wreaths I made during... Is this even Christmas in July yet? No, this starts Christmas in July. No? Okay, I don't know. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I love this one because I always want to do a Christmas tree that's all plaid, but then I'm like, ugh, I don't know that I can commit to that. So I did it in a wreath. Are we still recording audio here? What's going on? Okay, yeah, good. Ooh, I was getting worried. I did it in a wreath. This is a big wreath, and that sign is really big too. Another craft outlet haul. See this boo sign? That boo sign went in a really nice swag that I lost the footage to when I switched computers. It's all black and white. Yeah, I was very upset about that. Making some foam flowers. This was a fun video because I keep seeing these people. I think they're all like they're all like European, somewhere like Russia or something, or somewhere, and they use this special foam that they heat up and it curls and they make all these beautiful flowers. And I was like, where can I find that? And I can't find it because it's in a different language, so I don't know what the foam is called. So I just found some really thin EVA foam from like Family Dollar or Dollar General or something, and that's what I used to make these little things for a little embellishment for my mom's birthday. So we're in June because my mom's birthday is in June, and this was like a little how to wrap a present, but it was a gift box of stuff. And of course it's June, so let's do a fall wreath. This is still in my, this one's in my hallway because I don't think I ever put it on Etsy. Tree topper bow. I saw this smashed underneath like a pile of clothes the other day, and I was like, what is that? And then I was like, oh, it's a tree topper bow. These weren't all together, but I filmed them all on the same, I filmed them all in the same sitting and edited them and uploaded them all at the same time. So Southern Living, Simply Christmas, Christmas from the Heart. Some people like these videos, some people hate them. I like them, so I do them. This is a very simple farmhouse little grapevine wreath. It just had it was a grapevine with a sign, a bow, and some florals. Another Christmas book. This is Michael's Easter grab bags. Yeah, I did not spend $3,400. It wasn't $3,400 worth of stuff. I was just like those people who are like, I spent $20 and I got $9 million worth of stuff, and I was like, yeah, but it's all crap, so whatever. I really hate this wreath. I hate this wreath a lot. If anybody wants this wreath, I will give you an excellent deal on it. It is supposed to be a Christmas wreath. It looks like a Holy Cross wreath. That gold mesh. I have not bought gold mesh online since this wreath, except the other day I ordered some and I got it and I was like, nope, this is not the right color either. I need to see gold mesh in person. Another Christmas book. I love this wreath. I love this wreath. It was an evergreen. I added some extra greens to it, stuck 3 bows on it, stuck some ornaments on it. It was done. Ombre glass ornaments. These were super fun to make. I don't know that I explained it as well as I could have, because a lot of people in the comments were like, hey, what's going on with this? How do I do that? But maybe we'll revisit that. These are baseballs wrapped in fabric to make some little rustic ornaments. This is when I got the Pro Bow, the hand bow maker. What do we say about the Pro Bow, the hand? I use it for this, to make this bow that I use later in a Halloween wreath, and this bow and this wreath. And I messed up so many times that I wasted an entire 10-yard roll of ribbon on this wreath. So that has been sitting in the same spot I put it when I finished this wreath 5 months ago. I sold this one too. This is a Let It Go, Let It Snow Somewhere. It says Let It Snow Somewhere Else. Just aqua and red. Another Cricut project. This took forever to cut out. Oh my god, you guys. I saw something like this. And it was like, cut these out by hand. And I was like, no, I have a Cricut. I'm not doing that. So I cut these all out by my Cricut. And it was just, it took forever. But it was cute. Lantern topper. I like to do those sometimes. They're fun. This was a trailer for Christmas in July. This was filmed, recorded, edited, produced, whatever, after most of the projects were done. So you can see them in the video, even though this went up first. This went up in the beginning of July, or at the end of June. Braided yarn ornaments. I mean, it is what it is. This is how I made my ornament clusters for my tree last year. But last year, no. These are on my tree this year. They're still on my tree this year. I did like a garland last year. These were supposed to just be like clusters of ornaments. The Gumdrop Ornament. This is one of those things where I'm still like, what was I thinking? Why? Oh god, I see another video I don't want to look at. Who's gonna do this? Like, has anybody done this video? Has anybody made this 17-pound ornament that took like weeks to do? But it's cute. If I could have figured out how to use something that was lighter, like a clay like an air dry clay that was like paper clay that wasn't super expensive, I would have. And I tried a bunch of different things and I could not get anything to work. This is a scrap ribbon garland using these scrap bags from Michael's. They're like $2. Yeah, might be less than $2. And I just cut them up into pieces, tied them on. This is a Dollar Tree candy cane swag. I hate this. I hate this so much. It's got 4,000 views. Thank you for that. Thank you for like paying my electric bill. I hate this. This is hanging in my living room, and every time I look at it, I'm like, what are you doing? You should be ashamed of yourself. It's such a weird shape. It's super big. It's way bigger than something I could actually ship to somebody. I keep wanting to take it apart and make like a regular wreath out of it, but I don't know. Now it's just it's like there as like a cautionary tale. Okay, sorry, I had to drink and I'm not editing all this audio. Dollar Tree Advent Calendar. Did very well. It's all an illusion though, because this thing, once I was done, I could not open the drawers. You still can't open the drawers. It's in my living room. I was like, what am I going to do with this? When I was cleaning up, my mom was like, are you going to use it? And I was like, no, well, I was never going to use it. I'm not going to like make myself an advent calendar and fill it up, but you actually can't use it unless you pry these drawers open with like a screwdriver, because I spray painted it. Everything got warped. I think you could do it and have it work out better than I did, than how it worked out for me. But yeah, the one I did, this is like just how to do it, but also don't do it exactly like I did. Don't get it too wet with spray paint. giant candy cane peppermint sticks. These are all on my tray. A bunch of them are on my tray. I think I kept making them like this. Yeah, shrink wrap. Candy cane wrapped with fabric, because I've seen the one wrapped with ribbon and I'm like, you are using so much ribbon for that. So I figured out that I could use a 42-inch cut of 2.5-inch fabric from a jelly roll, and it worked out really well. And then Carl died. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing in this video. I think I'm just cutting foam while I'm talking. Carl was my mom's husband. He'd been a part of our family for a very long time. Over 20 years. He was sick for a lot of that. He was one of those persons who my mom was like, Carl has cancer. We were like, oh my god, Carl has cancer. And then he beat it. And then it was like, Carl's cancer is back, and he beat it again. He beat it, and eventually my mom was like, Carl has cancer, and I was like, okay, he's gonna be fine, and he always was. And 2020, he just, I don't know. He was doing really bad, and I don't think staying home and doing nothing for the first, the last 6 months of his life because of quarantine helped anything. Yeah, and I miss Carl, and I never thought I would say that because he was such a pain in the butt. But yeah, it was really hard at Christmas this year without him, and it's really hard on my mom, and that hit me harder than my grandma. I don't know why. I guess because I still have not come to terms with my grandma, like, not being there. Like, I'm still like, oh, she'll be there. Like, she'll eventually come back. Like, and I know Carl is really gone. And I think it's because I had to see him at the hospital because my mom was like, I had to drive. It was a whole thing. Yes, he is greatly missed. Okay, red and green. I feel like I sold this. I feel like I haven't seen this. I usually see everything in my hallway because that's where all my wreaths are hanging. As I walk from, like, my bedroom to the bathroom, to the bathroom to the office, to the office to the kitchen. I think I sold that. Another book review. Halloween lantern topper. This thing. It was a Christmas lantern, and then I turned it into a Halloween lantern, and then I think later I turned it into a fall lantern, maybe? I love this little thing. I got this from Joann's. Here's our Joann's was closing. This little frame. This is outside on my windowsill because it was in my laundry room, and I moved it. And it's been outside for like a couple days now, and I'm like, I need to bring that in. Big Lot shop with me for fall and Halloween. Pom-pom wreath. Oh, I saw this pom-pom wreath I think it was At Home. And I was like, that's really cute, but it was, I think it was $700 because that's how expensive everything is there. So I was like, I can make that, but I ended up doing a bunch of different sizes of pom-poms, and I think this went to Goodwill. This is when Walmart, in like September, I don't know what Carl was, this was in like January, July, this might be in like August. They had all their fall floral stuff that was new. It wasn't stuff from last year because they don't keep stuff like that. It was all on sale for like 25 cents, and yeah, I bought a lot. This is my Joann's haul when they were going out of business. There wasn't much left when we got there, so the video is, it's only 8 minutes long of stuff. These are Monogram Pillows that I made for Carl's granddaughters, Myers and Brighton. Carl's daughter's name is Crystal, and she's got these two little girls, and these the gray felt, I cut the letters out from pink felt on the Cricut. The gray felt is whenever Carl went to the Veterans Hospital, they would always give him a blanket, and the blanket was just a giant piece of felt. So after he was gone, my mom was cleaning everything up, and she you know, he would get the blanket and then he would bring it home because he'd be like, oh, blanket. So I had a bunch of these, and I was gonna make them pumpkins, but the felt was really thick, so I ended up making them memorial pillows. And I think this is all hand applique. Yeah, the bees are all hand appliqued, and then everything else is sewn. Yeah, those came out really good, and the kids loved them. This is me trying to teach you how to crochet so I can make these crochet balls. This is when I first started crocheting, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna figure this out. And I did, and I know how to crochet now, so take that, everybody who said I can't crochet. Nobody actually said that. And then I went to Metairie with my sister, and they had Halloween out at the Dollar Tree there, and I bought everything. I spent like $60, and I've never done that at Dollar Tree before. This was my first swag using one of those ribbon frames, the awareness ribbon frames. They only had 4 of them. I wish I had bought 1,000 of them, but they only had 4, and I bought all 4. And this is what does it say? This is like Dollar General mesh, I think. Maybe it was a Joann, I don't know. Sweater pumpkin. Again, I thought this was gonna do a lot better than it did. Dollar Tree frame. Stretch a pumpkin, stretched a sweater over it. Halloween wreath. I still have this. These are double door wreaths that I made. You can see them better in this video over here. That I made for my friend Jenny's sister. They moved into a new house, and these were enormous. They were very big. They were very hard to do, and I said I'm never going to do that again. And then I did it again for my friend Kyle for Christmas, and my friend Stephanie for like fall. This is the same one. This is just a short version. I still have this, I think. I love this. This is Walmart's, so you can see the awareness frame right here. This is Walmart. It was like purple, orange, and yellow, and that red kind of candy corn to me. So I was like, I'm gonna make a big swag out of it, and it came out super cute. I made all the candy corns. Is there a video on that? No. I made all the candy corns by hand. Again, you know. This was another video that got lost when I moved computers. This original wreath, which is the one on the left, that one went to Carl's daughter because it was like a Dollar Tree wreath, and I was like, I can't sell that. So I remade it again using the, how did I do this? Did I do it with the bow method? I was like, hey, I invented a method on how to use this. Long version. Yeah, bow method, where you make bows out of the deco mesh. Painting pumpkins. These are the velvet pumpkins that I took the velvet off of to get to the form. Painted them, covered them with glitter. I think I used them in something, I don't know. This is how this is a wreath I sold to, I sold this to Jenny's mom for Jenny's aunt and uncle. Yeah. And this is just how to put paper in your bows to keep them from getting smashed and how to store them. This is me making the wreath that I'm putting the bows in. This is a cute sign from Dollar General. This is a pumpkin arrangement. I had no way to photograph this. I was like, how do I don't even know. This is a lantern. Okay. Just a lantern thing. This was me going to Hobby Lobby and just being totally over how expensive they are. These ornaments, they're made out of corrugated cardboard, and they were $6. It's cardboard over a ball. And I was like, I don't understand. I was so aggravated. I don't even think I bought anything. I did buy some red and green ornaments because I needed dark green ornaments. I always need dark green ornaments. This is Michelle's Christmas present, if she ever decides to come back into town, or if I ever decide to ship it. Just this was from, I think from Dollar General. It was a cute little sign. Added a bow, added some florals, bing bang boom, you done. Again, using the velvet pumpkins as a base. This is decoupage tissue paper to make a leopard print pumpkin, because leopard print was huge this year. And then little fabric pumpkins, a couple of different sizes. Book. This book was so weird. This book was weird. This is a holly wreath. I had some troubles with it, as you can see. When you pan over it, it just says nope. And it says it again in this one, but yeah. I love this swag. This swag was like in my head for the longest time. I tried to put this giant 3-foot skeleton in so many wreaths. It would never work because it was so big. And then finally I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. And I got it in here, and it's fantastic. It's hanging in my bedroom. I look at it every night and I'm like, oh, how do I ship that? And I have no idea. So there's a little arrangement. I got this container from Stage when it was going out of business. Unpacking my fall and Halloween boxes, which I've done like 3 times since then because I'm trying to organize my living room. It's not going well. Yeah. These are the wreaths I made for my friend Stephanie. She moved into a new house and she was like, hey, I need some wreaths that can go on my double doors. And I said, okay. And she said, you know, this is how much I want to pay. And I said, you get a grapevine for that? Because she's not a deco mesh person anyway. This is around the time Chris Evan leaked his wiener picture. So we're talking about that for some reason. I like this wreath too. This is a sign from Walmart, I think. Arrangement in a candy skull dish. Skull-shaped candy dish? I don't know. Like that. I feel like, oh, this is the one with the Dollar General mesh. I feel like I sold this. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it's in my maybe it's in my bedroom. I don't know. Book review. Gold lantern. I love this. Still, Jenny gave me this lantern and I spray painted it gold. This is just a simple wreath. Very super effective. Just got greens and a bow. You done. Amazon's highest rated scissors. I would sell my firstborn for these scissors. No. These are excellent scissors. I have been using them for more than 2 months. I know it's been more than 2 months, but they are still perfect. And then I was like, hey, I learned how to crochet. Because that's what I did during quarantine. I figured out how to make those ornaments, and then I was like, all right, let's turn these ornaments into a scarf. Let's turn this scarf into a hat. Let's turn this hat into a sweater. I don't think I ever made a sweater. I made a lot of shawls, though. So that was just a little extra video. And then Walmart shop with me, where their 15 feet of mesh is $8. Yeah, not today. Book review. Oh, Gooseberry Christmas. That was fallout from this one, y'all. If you want, no, she deleted all her comments, so you can't even go read them. Yeah. This is when I had to start putting a warning on the videos that, hey, they're funny. Hey, they're supposed to be funny. I sold this to one of Michelle's friends because she likes gnomes. She bought it for one of Michelle's friends bought it for a different friend. Yeah. Evergreen base bow, couple of gnomes. This is a shrimp boots floral arrangement. I said in the video I made it for Michelle, but I actually gave it to my sister for Christmas, and she seemed like super happy with it because her husband goes shrimping sometimes, so I thought that would be cute for them to have. This was a super long book, but pretty good. Candy cane ornaments. I didn't put any of these on my tray. I didn't like the way they came out. Mom does an unboxing of an impulse sealer that did not work, so don't buy an impulse sealer unless you know exactly which one to get. My last fall deco mesh wreath, I sold this one to my landlord. Making ornaments. More Christmas. Wow. From Craft Outlet. These are the wreaths that went on my mom's house for Christmas. This is a swag I sold to a super fan, Michelle. Not Michelle from Texas. The other Michelle, the one that doesn't scream at me every time I talk to her. Yeah, she has this. I think she said it's on her in her office or on her office door. I think I sold this one too. I'm pretty sure I sold this one. I like this one. I love this sign. As soon as I saw it, I was like, damn, Dollar Tree, do your thing. And this was from, yeah, this is 21-inch mesh, so this must be the Goodwill mesh. This is me making my garland for my Christmas tree. I had no room. I had no business making an 18-foot garland on that little bitty table. Dollar Tree swag. This came out really cute. Why do I have two versions of this video? The last couple of books. This is how I designed my tree. And this did not come out the way I wanted it to. Like, I had like a thing in my head about how I wanted the video to come together, and it didn't really. I like this wreath. This is a double poof, whatever. Making a giant tree topper bow. This is my Christmas tree video for this year. I think I'm gonna do this differently next year, because next year my tree is just insane. Yeah, I'm already working on it. I've been working on it since like November. This is a little gnome arrangement. I love this. I just think it was so cute. I hate this wreath. I love this sign. I hate the way it came out. Yeah, I don't have much to say about that. It's just, yeah. This was using all my old ornaments, or my leftover ornaments, and gluing them onto a evergreen base to make an ornament wreath that was, it weighs about, 97 pounds. Wrapping a gift, burlap wreath. I like the simplicity of this. My mom really likes this too. Look, why are these so far apart? I must have done this and then like edited a bunch of other stuff, then finally edited the short version. This is the garland for my mom's house, which came out super cute. These are 3 easy spa day gifts. Yeah. I think I threw 2 of these away and I gave one to my sister. This is still on my door, my front door. Well, it's my side door. Well, no, I don't know. I don't know which door it is. My doors are weird. Yeah, I love this. Still, it was way too big to be trying to do it in that little bitty space. This is the double poof wreath again. This was a cake stand deal. This is on my floor in like 3 different pieces. It fell on the floor. The damn thing popped off and I was like, all right, whatever, I'm done. Not doing it again. This is a Dollar Tree. It was 2 Christmas trees. This came out super cute. It's on top. I'm using this on top of my curtains like a valance. This is my flocked wreath where I was just like cutting mesh willy-nilly and shoving it in there, and it came out really good. These pictures are terrible. I think it was like super cloudy when I took those pictures. This is a nice book. I like this book. This is packing up my Christmas ornaments. The last video of the year. Not the last one I filmed apparently, but the last one. No, because I filmed this one last. These were just uploaded afterwards. The response on this, you guys are so great. Thank you so much for everything, and I mean, it's been a rough year. Here's hoping 2021 is a little kinder to all of us. This was my favorite Christmas book, possibly ever. I love this. It was just like everything was so thought out. Everything was like so nice. This is Southern Living. I like this too. It had some good stuff in it. This is me live streaming sideways, cutting some mesh. Couldn't really talk to anybody because I had no idea how to live stream. That's why it's called I Don't Know How to Live Stream. This is the last video I filmed for 2020 because I filmed this before this, I think, of me. I filmed this on Black Friday of me decorating my mom's house for Christmas. which I'm still recovering from. I'm still like, oh no, I don't know if I'm gonna survive. And then this was just me and my mom opening a box. This was another live stream, which was better than they usually are because I could actually see what I was doing. So yeah, that's 215 videos, y'all. That's if I could only get 1 million views on each of them. Yeah, that's a lot of videos. So thank you guys for a fantastic year, even if you unsubscribe because I made fun of a book, or you know, if you tried to make the advent calendar and it wouldn't close, or I don't know, you hate gnomes. So yes, this is officially going to be my last video for the year. I wasn't going to make this, and I was like, I saw everybody else, and I was like, let me do it. So thank you guys. Have a safe and happy new year. Be safe, please. Both, you know, socially distance and drinking and driving. And I just every time I think of New Year's Eve, I'm like, everybody's going to get in a car wreck and die. That's why I'm sleeping by midnight on New Year's Eve every year. So happy New Year. I will see you guys in just about a week, you know, 11 days. January 11th, I'll be back, and we're doing some stuff, y'all. There's a new space, there's new projects, there's the dog and me both getting sick at the same time. It's fun times. So I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching. Bye.